the money to see how your tax dollars are being spent in Prince George's County.
Council members approved the budget earlier this week after hours of delays before that final vote. But the details weren't made public until 2 days later.
Our Maryland Bureau Chief Brad Bell is joining us now live from Largo. So Brad, what are county leaders telling you tonight?
Yeah, they're telling me that taxpayers have nothing to be concerned about. But look, though not many people go through the fine print of a budget, that's generally our job, some people really do like to look at the numbers. And they didn't get a chance to do that before the council approved it. They didn't get a chance to weigh in on it, and they say that is wrong. We reported it as a day of confusion and dysfunction. The Prince George's County Council was scheduled to meet Tuesday to approve the $6 billion budget, but the meeting was repeatedly postponed as staff new to the process worked to prepare the final documents. It wasn't until about 7 p.m. that they took the vote and celebrated a balanced budget with no significant cuts or tax increases.
We are really being intentional about investment in economic development.
But it wasn't until Thursday that the public could see all the details, including this controversial list of more than $39 million in money transferred from the Maryland National Capital Parks and Planning Commission to benefit organizations across the community. It includes money for Boys and Girls Clubs, municipal parks departments, and more than $3 million to an organization called Community on the Frontline, which aims to expand programming for seniors, among others. Sherman Hardy is a council candidate who calls himself a taxpayer watchdog. He says the whole process lacked transparency.
It was an injustice to all Prince Georgians because we had no documentations to determine and inspect what our government was actually doing.
But Council Chair Crystal Oriata defends what the council has done and where the money is going.
One of the largest increases went to the school system partnership with the foundation for universal free after-school care, right? So the reality is this money is going directly towards programming, development, free increased services, $1 million more for senior services, $1 million more dollars for kids with autism and special needs programming. It's just sensational for certain people to act like this money is going into individual pockets.
Yeah, Oriata and, quite frankly, County Executive Aisha Braveboy are proud, they say, of the budget that they managed to work out. They say that they have taken care of needs in the community, as we said, without raising taxes this year, without cutting many services. The concern now really in this building here in the council and the executive's office is what's going to happen next year when they believe that income tax revenue will decline and they will be hit with cuts in state aid as the state grapples with a growing structural deficit. Scott?
Yeah, those are some critical questions. Brad, back in April, you reported that the governor signed a law which said the county couldn't do transfers from parks and planning anymore. So how are they able to move this money right now?
Yeah, that's a really good question. A lot of people had the same question. So what the new law signed by the governor did was say that they can't do transfers outside of the normal budget process. What raised eyebrows last year was that the council reached into parks and planning mid-cycle and pulled money over. But they can do it during the regular budgeting process, and that is what has happened here. And I should say that project charges have been around for a very long time. Parks and Planning is not able to do grants for things in the community other than historic preservation. So they have set this system up where those who want to do good in the community, and it could be something under Parks and Planning, their field of interest, then they can come to the council can put it out and then get reimbursed.
Well, Brad, one more for you here. How about taxpayers? How do they know then that their money is being properly spent?
Yeah, well, I can tell you we're going to be watching, but we have been assured that there is a process in place. So if money goes out to an organization like the one that I mentioned that says they're going to be doing expanded work with seniors, well, they have to file reports. They have to say where the money is going and that they are subject to audit. And I should put out that not very long ago, an audit did turn up some problems with one of these community organizations, and they were put on a no-fund list. And so Chair Oriata is assuring the public that she says there are systems in place and that they do work. In Largo, Brad Bell, 7 News.